Time to get up. Come on, let's go. Oh, I've got everything for work. Got my hat on. Got first aid. Well, you never know what you're going to do. I feel like I'm missing something. Nah. Okay, fuck it. Well done. Welcome back, everyone, to my YouTube. I apologise. The one thing I have been forgetting, and I admit to it, is YouTube. I have been so hectically busy, and that's not an excuse, but it has been busy. A lot's been happening in my life, from work to personal. So I thought I'd take a break from all socials, and I am back. I feel like I'm back better than ever. I've got my little moral support, my puppy girl. So I'm ready to pump it. Over the last, I think it's been like a month, basically. It's been like a hectic journey last month of everything that's been going on. But I had kind of like a real change with food eating and all that type of stuff. That does not mean I've given up McDonald's. Damn. Everyone knows I would never give up McDonald's. Like, seriously, look at this girl. Like, do you think we get so fit by eating healthy food? No, we get fit by McDonald's. That's just how we eat. So, I ate McDonald's last night. But that's not the video we're doing today. The video we're gonna do today, put these guys just somewhere. The video we're gonna do today, by the way, I've got shorts on, so they're just little shorty shorts. Anyway, the video we're gonna do today is what I've been eating during the day, so like my whole meal, what I eat throughout the day, when I am going through something like what I've been going through for the last few months. It's simple, easy, small meals. It fits in with my work. You know, work's been hectic. I'll be one place, the other place. And it fits in with my training. It fits in with everything. And it's the best way for me to get out of a mental rut. So by mental rut means that at some point in time, a lot of people will start crashing down low. And no matter what you do, everyone gets to that place. And I find that a lot of people just go straight to medicine and all that type of stuff. I think that what you eat and what you do throughout the day is the biggest game changer. So I'm gonna show you guys what I eat to get myself out of the biggest mental rut. So today's kind of like a full day of eating to get yourself into a better place, a better position, and a better lifestyle. Because realistically, that's what counts. Yeah, so first things first, got to take this little puppy girl for a little walk. That's why she's been a little clinger suki lala. That means we need to get a coffee, so let's get to the cafe. You ready for the cafe? Let's go. Come on, let's go. Breakfast. Went for a walk with Shadow. It was really fun. She's a bit feral. She rolled around in the mud again, like she does all the time. But anyway, I've cooked up my brekkie. I'm not going to show you how to make bacon and eggs. If you don't know how to make bacon and eggs, there's a fear. And to you who is in America, this is Australian bacon, which is a little bit different. Not too sure what bacon's like in the UK, but anyway, whatever. This is, so yeah, 2 bits of bacon, 2 bits of bread, 6 bits of bacon, and 2 eggs. You're looking at it and you're going, man, that does not look like something which is going to stimulate your brain and make you feel good. Well, guess what? It's got low fat. I'm using the shortcut bacon because 1, I hate fatty foods. 2, eggs, really, really good fat. 3, the tomato sauce. Yes, there's tomato sauce in there, but let's be honest, we want to be happy, so we want things to taste nice. Australian, you know, bacon and eggs is like the primal of breakfast. I find that if you have sausages with your brekkie, you're more British. That's a British thing, I reckon. That's not an Australian thing. If I'm wrong, correct me on that one. I'm gonna delegate myself to eat this. Dude, I am just kidding. I am not sleeping. I've actually been flat out. But one thing what always makes me feel good is remembering holidays. Now, on my last, on a holiday I went on a while ago, now that I've realised that COVID's happened, it's been some time, I've fallen in love with bagels. Bagels are like, well, actually, this is how good bagels are. I'm gonna show you a quick photo of a review I did on a bagel place here, so check that out. Yeah, so now you just know how much I love bagels. The next meal I actually have is obviously a bagel because they make me feel happy. And the foods that I'm eating today are 1, healthy, 2, make me feel happy, and 3, they don't cloud your judgment. So there's a lot of foods out there, you know, starchy carbs and stuff. Now, with saying starchy carbs, I'm not saying that if you have a white potato, you're gonna ruin your diet. That jumper's full of hair, by the way, because Shadow like to jump all over me. They are actually cooked in hot water, boiling water, which is pretty insane, and they actually have a really, really nice texture. So when you toast them, they become kind of crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside, which is, in my mind, the most beautiful thing in the world. Yes, I just did say bagels are the most beautiful thing in the world. Like, seriously, look at that. Like, we could just end the video, we've just got on this. Like, I could sit here for 20 minutes just looking at it. Look at that, holy shite. Anyway, I talk a lot. I realise I talk a lot. That's how it's done. Next thing. All right. Next thing is light cream cheese. Now, I love these things. You guys are so, like, you know, I'm gonna come down to your level, wherever you are. So, light cream cheese, I use, this is the one thing I don't measure, because like it's literally got so little calories in there. And honestly, when you're eating to feel better about your mental state of mind, probably don't be so fearful about calories so much. Like, I eat a certain amount of calories every day, but I know what foods I eat and how I eat them and stuff like that. So it's very easy for me to, believe it or not, to make me mentally better. I've actually got to kind of eat a specific calories. If not, I feel low. And these foods here, they taste delicious. They make me feel better, so I love them. So a lot of you are probably wondering, Dakota, why the hell do you feel mentally low right now? Very simple. Every person gets here. Every single person. I used to, what's the word? I used to think that, you know, like feeling down was a thing. Like, obviously I felt down at some points in time, but sometimes we get into slumps, and slumps are a really, really bad thing to get into. But the problem is they're so easy to fall into. That's why they call it a slump, because you're down the bottom. And to get out of them takes a lot of hard work. Now, a lot of people think that by telling you, oh, you should do this or you should do that, is the best way of getting someone out of slump. Unfortunately, it's not. The best way to get out of slump is within yourself. So you personally have to feel like you want to get out of it, or you've got to at least acknowledge why you're in that slump. By acknowledging why you're in that slump, that doesn't mean going, holy moly, like, I blew a tire yesterday, because like that's not a slump. A slump's when you feel that everything keeps going wrong, and it's just one problem after the other, after the other, after the other. So like, to me, you know, COVID was a huge issue. You know, it ruined one of my holidays, and then it cost me lots of money. And through all the negatives, I had some huge positives. You know, I opened up the new business. Business is so good. It's, you know, it's really, really good. And like, on the outside, I'm working extremely hard, but in here, I still remember everything was going wrong, and it still is going wrong. We're still working on so many things from previous past of, like, because of COVID and stuff, that it still gets to me every single day. And these are things what cause me to fall into a slump. I'm normally really, really good on the outside, and you know, I can stay up top. But over the last month, I honestly will say I've fallen into a slump. That does not affect me in any way whatsoever when it comes to business. Believe it or not, I've got like 2 different personalities. I've got a business mind and then a 3-year-old kid mind, I don't know, like whoever I am right now. But no matter what state of mind I am in, when it comes to business, I am just bang, bang, bang. I just want to go, 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 go. But when the time stops and everything slows down, that's when I realize where I'm at. And a pattern that I fall into is, because I don't really like drinking too often. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy socializing and stuff like that. But the pattern I find is that if I start drinking on the weekends, that's normally when I realize that I'm on an emotional wreck downwards. So I've picked up on that, and it's taken me 4 weeks to realize that. Now that I internally know what's wrong, I can push forwards. And by eating these foods, even though I have been eating these this whole time, but by eating these foods, it's the best beneficial way for me to get out of that slump, because it gives me a routine each day to, you know, achieve. So I know I have to eat these meals, and I know I have to go to the gym. Then I've also got to work on who I am as a person, and I know who I am as a person, but I am in a slump, so I am having to, you know, go up the stepping ladder. These are the small little things you have to do to get out of a rut. What's the word? It might seem strange that I'm talking about this, because That's always come across so happy. But when it comes to this type of stuff, I know quite a lot. And it's not something I've ever seen on YouTube. I honestly have never ever came across a YouTuber, someone which even has a remote amount of social following on there to do a video of, you know, the mental well-being of who they are and how they can help you. So I guess that's kind of why I'm doing this video. I might be, you know, getting a lot of people upset right now because this is not what they want to see, but there's also a lot of people what do need to see this. So if this video is not for you, that's cool, man, because tomorrow I'm going to be doing a different one which is set for you, which involves other things. So today is just a bit of a variety because I think mental health is the most important thing, and in today's society with social media and access to talk to whoever you want, I find that a lot of people kind of tend to put a lot of their happiness spread across on a lot of people, but not with themselves. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. Yes, it is lunchtime. It's actually probably my favourite thing. Actually, he's already know. He's watched 2 seconds ago. Anyway, healthy choice chips. These are the best, greatest things ever. And if you watch my YouTube videos, you know you're only real if you have an air fryer. So basically what I do, cook these bad boys for the next, so I don't lie to use, 15 minutes, but it actually takes about 25 minutes. And then we're going to put on a special guest, not guest, that sounds really, no, that sounds very bad. Then we're going to put on the next thing to this insane meal, my favourite meal, so be prepared. Australia, that's the clue for our next food. Australia is one of those places. Everyone wears high vis, no one's got a bloody job. Got enough money to buy some piss, but that's a good rob. If you walk into an interview and you've got a bloody tie on, well, guess what? You're going to get booted out of that place. Australia is so bloody dangerous that we invited Bear Grylls across here for an episode. He said no. God, Australia is that bloody dangerous. The government made it mandatory that for all tourists, we actually had to start putting warning signs on every single tower. So you guys have a bloody half a clue of what's going on. That's Australia. Australia. It's the only place in the world you'd rather be. Boom. So next thing is, you all know that I've got the healthy choice chips going. Kangaroo. Kangaroo is mind-boggling. It is actually the most insane meal in history. Like, it's obviously an Australian species, and we got way too many of them down here. Like, apparently kids are, you know, riding them to school. That's what the Americans think anyway. But basically, I have kangaroo. I cook it up in the fry pan. I'm not going to show you that because, man, I do not want to be like a Michelin chef, and these will all actually tease me because I'll probably burn them. But I actually turned this into a masterpiece, which looks kind of like this. This is what I'm talking about. This is called a meat box. Look, that actually looks insane, doesn't it? Like, you cannot say that does not look appealing. I've actually, yeah, there's barbecue sauce on there, there's a little bit of mayo on there, flavour. I don't typically like sauce, so whatever. But anyway, this is 99% fat-free mayonnaise, and I obviously use the sugar, whatever, free barbecue sauce. Pick you up, you come with me. Find yourself a kangaroo dealer. Find yourself a kangaroo dealer. Anyway, someone that supplies kangaroo meat, and give it a go. This is 400 grams of kangaroo raw and 400 grams of healthy choice chips. You know, we all love YouTube. And so on that note, please like and subscribe the video. I know it's not done yet, but make sure you subscribe. I'm so close to hitting 150. I generally want to hit 200. Like, if I hit 200 subscribers, I'm gonna be so pumped. I've been doing this for 2 years. So if I can do 200 subscribers in 2 years, that's like really sad, but hey, that's pretty good. You know, I've got 10 nieces, or 8 nieces. I've got lots of nieces which have subscribed, so they're cool. Mum's cool. Dad doesn't have a phone, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy this food. I'm talking way too much. Post gym, that means next meal. Next meal is something what most of you probably will not go out and get, but I generally do love these. They are the bulk nutrients. Now, I did receive these on Thursday last week, so we're talking 4 days that I've only introduced these into my diet. They're pretty low in calories, quick, easy to make. Like, watch how simple this is. You do not need to use a scale. I just use a scale because it's an easy way to measure out 180 mils of water. And they're vanilla flavored, which is really, really good. And like they're really good carbs and calories and proteins and all that type of jazz. So it's healthy, obviously, because it's a nutrition brand. But zero that off. This is actually my favourite shaker in the world, which is a really strange thing because it's pink, but it is. So 180 ml. Now, I'm gonna sound so dumb here. I've been using a fork this whole time because like obviously you whisk it up kind of thing, but a spoon kind of does the exact same job and it's easy to scrape it out of the bowl when I put it in the fry pan. So let's just fast forward 2 seconds. Okay, so that's all mixed, fry pan's on, let's get cooking. Okay, made it. Look how good that looks. By the way, these are kind of like on a high-low thing. The reason for that is because I wanted you to see how good this looks. So that's what the pancake turns into. Also have a banana and a YoPro. Might seem very odd to have these as a 3 mix. Typically when I'm at work, I'll have like the banana and YoPro throughout the day. Today, didn't get a chance. And I was actually at the gym a lot longer than I expected. Cool food, professional. But yeah, so these meals, so simple. Believe it or not, typical pancakes make you feel hell gluggy. This here, I can eat this and feel, I don't know, I kind of feel refreshed in a way. Banana, obviously bananas a staple of every diet. If you don't like bananas, have something else. I like bananas, so I'm not too sure what else. YoPro, these are so low in calories. It's like 92 calories. So like, if you're not even eating these yet, add these to your diet, except if you're lactose intolerant. Do not add this to your diet. And yeah. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this quickly. And then we've got a few hours until dinner time, I think. Dinner time, favourite time of the day. Doing something a little bit different. We do this occasionally. Obviously this is not my typical dinner. I do apologise, it's not my typical dinner, but I thought this would be a pretty good occasion to film this. So that's what we're doing. So welcome to the dinner we are having, which will probably help me the most being around good friends. What? That's why he's skiing.
Wait, you know about pegging, but you don't know about skiing.
Alright. Everyone, this is Rob, Matt, Rob, Dakota, me, and food.
Matt, Dakota, Rob,
Miller. That way. So yeah, basically for dinner we've headed out. This is our master chef. He is actually ridiculously good at cooking. He has cooked us. What have you cooked us? Burrito balls, eh?
Burrito bowls.
Burrito balls. All I'm looking at is a lot of meat and cheese is what I'm going to have. We're going to smash into this and then I'll show you what I have for dessert before I finish this video up. But remember one thing, guys. Good friends make for a good life. So let's get into it, eh?
Fucking hell.
Just again.
Cheers, big ears.
Cheers.
No worries, no nice.
And I'm still looking, I can't think of anything good. Okay, dinner is done. We actually had burrito balls, which was really good. Matt is actually, dude's like a master chef, man. It is so good. So me and Rob get spoiled once a fortnight. So when he gets back off swing, go out, or like we go to each other's house, wherever we're gonna go. But pretty much if I was to eat at home, it wouldn't have been what it was. It would have been salmon. Salmon and actual veta pasta with a little bit of pesto, and I mix it around, and then straight after that for dessert I typically will eat something along the lines of another bagel with honey or cereal, you know, like some oat bran cereal or something like that, which is pretty good, Uncle Toby's cereal. But because we are doing the YouTube video And the most important part of this entire video was kind of like stipulating, you know, good ways to make yourself feel better about yourself, to get yourself out of a slump. That's why I've included that in there. So to finish this video up, we needed to add dessert in. Now, honestly, I would not suggest going out and doing this, but it's Dakota. And do you know what Dakota's good for? Well, let's see what Dakota's good for. This is what Dakota's good for. It's not really a Dakota video if there's no McDonald's in there. So I've gone out for dessert, bought myself a raspberry chocolate muffin. Little sundae. Weird fact about Dakota, I like ice cream, but I can't have much of it. So like this is probably pushing the limits. But then it's like, man, Dakota, fair enough, you're having some dessert. That sounds really, really cool. So kind of went out and got some food as well. Because you all know, all I like to do is eat food. So got myself a double cheeseburger, large chips, a raspberry muffin, and a bloody good sundae. Because if you're against McDonald's, man, like come on, look at this. Look at that. Like, oh God, look at this. You know the best part about McDonald's is I did that test where it like sat on that, I don't know, something for X amount of days and it didn't change, didn't age. That's called purity. That means this bad boy is gonna stay fresh white goes through me. Matter of fact, it's been 3 days since I ate McDonald's, so we're stepping up to a new record for me. I'm extremely tired, so I do apologise about my eyes looking flaggy as well. I am going to enjoy this delicate meal, but I'm going to time lapse it so you guys can watch me enjoy it. Well, I got down to the last little bit of this because it's just gone melted. It just doesn't taste nice at all. Muffin, got the last little bit, ate all the chips, ate the cheeseburger, piece of cheesecake. Muffin, not so very nice. As you all know, I'm a donut man, and I did have a donut yesterday. So I wasn't gonna have a donut today. I've got to say I've got to look somewhat good somehow. So anyway, here's what it is. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I do apologise for the lack of videos lately. I will attempt to do some more. So if you do have any ideas of what you want to see, or you know what, be honest with you, I talk a lot, so I'm happy just to film my life. If it doesn't even have a structure behind it, I'm more than happy to stare at a camera and talk because, let's be honest, yous aren't telling me to shut up. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.